Stay there. Do not come anywhere close to us. I'll consider you obstructing us. You can be under arrest or detained. Do you understand that? Is obstruction physical? Your ridiculous questions are so annoying. I'm not going to entertain that.
What's Section 3 of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms?
End of story.
What's Section 3?
All I'm asking for are the facts they rely on that would prove private sector humans are obligated to obey that written instrument called tax law. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand what you mean. So I'm going to ask my resource officer to give you a call back if you can provide your phone number.
How long have you been a tax agent for?
7 years.
7 years? And when you took on that job and your bosses asked you to, go after people for their money, did you ever ask them for facts proving you could legitimately do that?
No. Yeah, because normally, according to my job description, because I work in a call center, I'm not at a tax center. I'm in a call center.
Right, but you work for the agency that's taking money from people under duress, correct?
Yeah, so we have a section for that. But I'm in a call center. If you have any questions about the tax return, so this one we can help you.
Well, I have questions about.
It's about rulings. If you have a specific to your account, so I can help you. But if it's about rulings, then we have a different department.
So you willfully took a job without proving that your job was legitimate?
No, sir. I didn't say that.
So you have seen the facts proving the humans you're forcing to pay that agency are actually obligated to pay in the first place?
Yeah, because I'm doing my job, sir. So if you want, I can ask my resource officer to give you a call back. If you can give me your phone number.
Well, that's kind of a cop-out to say you're doing your job. I mean, if I asked you to go steal from somebody, would you not at least ask me why and what authority I have to tell you to go steal from somebody? Or would you just do it for a paycheck?
Okay, so I don't want to go in that direction, sir.
Well, you're taking money from people that worked for it. That's the value of their work, their labor, their skills, their talents. And you're on the phone every day for the gang called Revenue Canada, threatening people and forcing them to pay you. Don't you find that immoral and unethical?
No, I can't make any comments. I'm sorry for that.
Well, I mean, you told me you have not seen any facts proving that private sector humans...
I didn't say that, sir. That's why I was trying to check.
So you have seen the facts? Mm-hmm. You have seen the facts?
I gave you all the information before.
Okay, but I'm asking you about your job.
Yeah.
And right now, I need to be clear. Did you see the facts proving private sector humans are obligated to pay, or did you not see those?
If you're working, sir, you're having like an income, you will have to pay tax.
That is your claim, correct?
Yeah, so you have to pay tax. Everybody has to pay their own taxes.
Okay.
If they're working, they're earning an income.
So this is your claim, that we're obligated to pay, correct?
Yeah, myself, I pay my taxes.
Okay, I'm not asking if you pay or not. I'm asking you to clarify. Is it your claim that we're obligated to pay?
Uh-huh.
That's your claim?
Yeah.
Okay.
You pay tax, you are obligated to pay the amount.
So I want you to listen to my next question very carefully, because this is very, very important. What facts have you seen that you can present that would prove that private sector humans in Canada are obligated to pay you?
That's why I was trying to contact a resource officer. They are not available. So I will ask them to give you a call back if you can give your phone number.
So did you take a job where your bosses told you to force other humans to pay you and never once stood back and asked them to prove that the people you're forcing to pay you is it's actually legitimate? You never stopped to ask them for the facts? You just went ahead and did it for a paycheck?
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't comment on that, sir.
You can't comment on it? I mean, who are you working for there? There's Revenue Canada. That's a huge organization. I'm sure they presented you some kind of facts proving that forcing other human beings to pay you is legitimate.
Okay, so I'm sorry, sir. So if I can ask my resource officer to give you a call back on that question.
So is there anybody higher up above you right now that I can talk to and ask these same questions to that's available right now?
Yeah, right now, I can ask somebody will be my resource officer, which is above me. So
right, will you do me a big favor?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you my number, I think.
Yeah.
And until I get a call back, will you promise me that you will no longer call any more Canadian citizens and telling them they need to pay you money until I speak to the higher ups?
Okay, I can't see because I'm not on your account, sir. I'm not on your account.
I didn't ask you that.
But I don't have it.
What I asked you is, if I give you my number for a callback, will you promise me that you will no longer call any other Canadian citizens and force them to pay you money until I've talked to somebody that can present me the facts proving that Canadian citizens are obligated to obey that written instrument called tax law?
I don't mean the law, sir. Okay, because I have to follow all the rules, all the tax law.
Who says? If the mafia boss told you to go and extort somebody, would you?
Okay, I can't comment on that, sir. So if you can give me your phone number.
You know, it's amazing to me. Government people can't
Because
comment on anything. Like, have you ever worked in the private sector, bro?
Yes, sir.
You have. And do you see a big difference between the private sector and the government sector?
Because I'm doing my job. It's the same job.
Okay, so can a professional extortionist from the mob bosses, can they just say they're doing their job too?
I can't comment on that, sir.
You can't comment on that. Of course you can't. It's amazing to me how we have people working in government that rule over our lives and force us to pay them, and you can't comment on that. We need answers as Canadians. We need answers. You're forcing people to pay you money. If I forced you to pay me money, would you consider me a criminal? Would you?
Okay, I got so if you can give me your phone number, sir, I can ask my resource.
If I threatened you and demanded you pay me money, would you consider me a criminal? Simple yes or no answer, man.
I don't know, sir. I don't know because I can't say anything about that, sir.
What do you mean you don't know? You don't know that I would be a criminal if I forced you to pay me?
I'm not okay.
Listen, I'm not ragging on you. I mean, I am, but I'm not, okay? I want you to understand one thing. You took a job where you never once asked for the facts proving the people you're forcing to pay you are actually obligated to obey tax law in the first place. You took a job willfully, without asking for the facts proving their claim to be true. Okay? Now that's on you. Now that doesn't mean you can't fix things right now and just quit. Do something other than continue to pick the phone up and threaten Canadian private sector humans. You understand that unless you can present facts that Canadian human beings are obligated to obey federal tax law, then it's not legitimate. In a court of law, there's a lack of evidence. That's called a lack of evidence. Case must be dismissed for lack of evidence. Facts need to be placed in evidence that will prove Canadian citizens are obligated to obey that written instrument. Without those facts, you are committing a crime, and the crime of extortion. And are you above the law?
Okay, so I didn't say anything, sir. So
are you above the law? I just want to know, yes or no. Are you above the law?
Yes, nobody is above the law.
Extortion laws don't apply to you because you have a government job? There has to be facts proving there's an obligation for Canadian private sector humans to prove that they are obligated to pay or to obey that written instrument called tax law. And you can't present it to me, yet you will definitely call me up and threaten me to pay you money if I don't pay. Correct? Tell me where I'm wrong here. I've called you and I asked you one simple question. What facts do you rely on that would prove we're obligated to pay? You told me, yes, you do have the facts, and then you told me, no, you don't have the facts. Then you told me, let me get someone else that can. I'll call you back. you will still threaten Canadian private sector humans to pay you. You don't see any immorality with that? There's nothing uneasy that's fishy about that?
Okay, so I have to follow all the procedures, sir. Okay,
Who says? Who
I have
says?
to follow the procedures.
Who says?
Because I need to do that. This is my job.
Let me ask you this question. Who is giving you the task of doing what you do there? What's the guy's name or the woman's name?
No, we don't have a name for that. Okay, just one moment. Can you hold for one moment, please?
Sure.
Fuck Justin Trudeau.
Fuck Justin Trudeau.
Freedom is a must.
Freedom is a must.
Stay strong, citizens.